Good morning, everybody. So, I happened to watch Lucifer 2, which is officially titled as Empuraan. Now, this is a Malayalam movie. It's a big budget movie. The budget is somewhere around 100 to 200 crore rupees. The movie was dubbed and released in many other languages: Hindi, Kannada, Telugu. You could watch it in all of them. Is this a good movie or a bad movie? This movie was hyped beyond comparison to any other Malayalam movie that came before, maybe Marakar, which was again Mohanlal movie. That was super hyped. This is not a good movie. Plain and simply, this is a very bad, big budget movie. Similar to KGF, similar to many other big movies. Bahubali 2 was good. Empuraan is a bad movie made by Prithviraj, Sukumaran and stars Mohanlal again, similar to Marakar or even Malaikote Valiban, which was a big budget movie, which was again a bad movie. Mohanlal is completely off rails in this movie because Mohanlal does not have a lot of screen time in this movie. This is basically him cameoing in this movie. He has like 4 or 5 entrance scenes. There is no story, absolutely no story in this movie. The first Lucifer movie had a story where Stephen Nirmali had to save Kerala politics. He had to save the entire state from drugs and a lot of other things. Vivek Oberoi was the villain and he was really good. But unfortunately, the villains in this movie are extremely weak. This is a Hinduphobic movie. The story of the movie basically revolves around Prithviraj's character. There was the riots in 2002 in Gujarat because of the train attack that happened, and then all the anti-Muslim riots that happened. Prithviraj, his character Zaid Masood, was a kid. He lost his entire family to the riots in Gujarat. So this is basically his revenge story. It's like Avengers. It's like Avengers Infinity War, where the entire story revolves around Thor. It's Thor's movie. So similarly, this is Prithviraj's movie, Zaid Masood, his revenge, that is the story. Mohanlal absolutely has no character development. He has nothing. He has 3 or 4 cameos. He basically plays an extended cameo in this movie, in his lead movie. It's very depressing to watch. Now I have to say, the music in this movie sucks. It's one of the worst BGM and music. Even the songs are bad. Deepak Dev, the music director, has done a very bad work in this movie. The BGM sucks. The songs are not good. There is nothing catchy. They even try to recreate the Lucifer. There is a fight scene in Lucifer where there is a Tamil song that plays while Mohanlal beats up people. So they kind of use that in this as well. It didn't live up. It didn't live up to the music. Didn't lift the movie up. The music basically pushed the movie even down. Worse than what it is. There are so many locations. They go to China. They go to Iraq. They go to America. For what? There is no reason. There was absolutely no reason to travel. They could have done CGI. They could have used green screens. But they didn't. They traveled for no fucking reason. They could have reduced the budget by just using green screens. There was absolutely no need to travel to those countries because the story doesn't demand it. The story doesn't demand that you go travel to other countries and then shoot over there. So that was bad. Again, a bad decision, pumping up the budget for no fucking reason. The action scenes in this movie are not catchy. They're boring. I believe the stunts were done by Stunt Silva, who has done many other movies. He did Jilla, he did many other movies in Tamil and Malayalam. But I have to say the action is very poor. The choreography is very poor. They are not engaging. If you watch this on TV, you'll just skip the action scenes because they're not good. There is no character involvement. There is no fancy action scenes. There is no. It's all slow motion action scenes that you've seen before in Lucifer and many other movies. Lucifer had better action scenes. But this movie Empuraan does not have good action scenes. Even there are few soldiers who go around who try to trap and kill Ibrahim Qureshi, Mohanlal's character. Those action scenes really lag a lot. I really wish they had somebody else to do all the action. This was really boring. I would rather recommend you watch Lucifer 1. The movie is too long. There is no story, so the movie feels like you've dragged it. Like the movie is almost 3 hours long for no reason. The acting, even Mohanlal's acting, was dragging the movie because even he couldn't carry the movie by himself. He's a great actor, a really good actor from India, but then unfortunately even he couldn't carry Ibrahim Qureshi because, like I said, there is no story, there is no screenplay. Nothing that lifts the movie up. Everything just drags the movie and drags the time. It's almost like they wanted to make a 3-hour movie, so they had to stretch it as far as they could, as wide as they could. It's really poor. The acting, especially from even Manju Warrior, who is like the prime. She's like the main character in this movie. She becomes chief minister or something like that. She runs for chief minister. Even her acting seemed off. Tovina Thomas, he had basically nothing to do. He was a villain, a bad villain. This movie is extremely Hinduphobic. They characterize BJP as a fascist group who wants to kill Muslims. That's the main plot of the story. They really tried to make BJP, RSS, all right-wing Hindu parties parties in India. They tried to make them anti-Muslim and lots of other sentiments. So that's what they try to do. Murali Gobi, he has talked about BJP before. If you've seen his interviews, he has talked about how BJP is fascist and how RSS is fascist. So that is kind of what the story is all about. The main theme is BJP, not BJP. They don't publicly say BJP, but they are kind of talking about BJP without talking about BJP, which is quite disappointing from Prithviraj and even Mohanlal. I thought they would be far better from this, but they're not. I also heard they are going to edit the movie again because lots of people have complained that it's anti-BJP, anti-Hindu, So they're probably going to release another version which cuts out all the bad things, all the bad Hinduphobic things from the movie. Now this movie was super hyped. It was the trailer for this movie was excellent. It was really good. Even I was excited for the movie, but the movie does not live up to the hype at all. My request to Prithviraj and Mohanlal and the producers of this movie is, please do not make Lucifer 3. There is no need, there is absolutely no need to make another part of this franchise because this franchise is dead. Dead. Just bury it. There is nothing to watch. There is no story, no good action scenes, no songs, no BGM. There is nothing. Don't make Lucifer 3. There is an end credit scene in this movie. They mention like a Chinese gang. In Lucifer 1, they mentioned Abraham Qurashi's gang. So in the second movie, in the end credit, they do mention a Chinese gang, Chinese nexus that wants to control the world or control gold, diamond, and drugs probably. Please don't make a part 3. This is enough. I hope the movie bombs. The movie is doing really well. I heard the movie crossed 200 crores worldwide. It's only been a few days, so they're probably going to make a third part. I hope they don't, but lots of people enjoy the movie. If you are a movie buff, if you love cinema, if you love really authentic stories and good music and good fight scenes, movies that Rajinikanth makes or Vijay makes or even Salman Khan, if that's your taste, if you like Lucifer, don't watch this movie. It's boring. It does not live up to the hype. You'd rather watch some other movie that's online, Geo Hotstar, you could watch Daredevil. It's a good action TV show. I'd rather recommend you watch that than this. Really disappointed in Prithviraj, really disappointed in Mohanlal. Don't make Lucifer 3. If you did agree with my review, if you thought I was authentic, if you thought I was real about the story and the movie, do like, subscribe, and share this video. If you did like the movie, do let me know in the comments why. Why did you like the movie? There is nothing to like here. Bye-bye.